fight began, Pereira threw an overhand straight punch followed by a rear straight punch. His weight forward to corner Ankalaev. Started cage pressure. Pereira's previous fights, he actively cornered an opponent, meant he had already hurt them or noticed a sudden drop in their stamina. Starting this fight with cage pressure undoubtedly shows his extreme competitiveness, absolute confidence in his own ability. He didn't intend to go the full 5 rounds. Minutes and 52 seconds. Pereira's stepping rear hook was blocked and kept at distance by Ankalaev's raised knee, so it missed. On previous data, Pereira does not typically rush in with rear hand punches, except for counter-striking at mid to close range. Despite Pereira threw a stepping rear hook as his second strike, which clearly indicates he strengthened his rear hand threat during his training camp. Minutes and 51 seconds. Pereira threw a straight punch to the body with a forward slide. It was a heavy strike with his weight committed. Applying pressure, it was meant to disrupt Ankalaev's judgment and influence his mindset. Minutes and 50 seconds. Ankalaev tried to use a front kick to control the distance. Due to the close range, couldn't fully commit his power, only slightly pushing Pereira away. Pereira then continued the pressure with a lead leg step-in lead hook. Ankalaev slipped to the side to dodge and created distance. Fighters returned to the center of the cage. Minutes and 42 seconds. Pereira used a front kick feint, forcing Ankalaev to retreat. Minutes and 36 seconds. Ankalaev stomped on Pereira's thigh. This distance, front kick, would be highly ineffective. Used a stomping kick, a move he is very good at, to try to create distance. Likely that Ankalaev was already feeling a bit panicked here. For minutes and 31 seconds, Pereira landed a rear leg calf kick. But Pereira did not use the lead leg calf kick as he did in his previous match. He used the rear leg calf kick more often. Ankalaev's past fights, the outside of his lead leg seemed immune to pain. Last fight, he took 28 lead leg low kicks from Pereira without showing any effect. Proves that Pereira's team did a very thorough analysis before the fight. Compared to a step-in lead calf kick, Pereira is definitely more proficient with the rear leg calf kick technique. Played a very important role in this match. It's in 28 seconds. Ankalaev stepped forward, switched stances, and threw a straight right, followed by a lead hook. Ankalaev's goal here was clear: strike Pereira, try to escape the cage again. Pereira used his best defense, step back and lean back head movement, and continued the pressure. Minutes and 24 seconds. Pereira threw another rear leg calf kick, which Ankalaev blocked with a raised lead knee. Ankalaev's previous fight statistics, he successfully defended 90% of rear leg calf or low kicks. Didn't block Pereira's last kick because he didn't expect Pereira to throw a direct rear leg calf kick. Time he blocked it, successful defense, countered with a straight right and a lead hook. Pereira once again avoided it with a step back and lean back dodge. Minutes and 22 seconds. Pereira again pressured Ankalaev forward. Minutes and 17 seconds. Pereira threw a rear leg calf kick. Ankalaev tried to block with a raised knee. Kick landed midway through the knee lift. Kick was arguably the one that determined the course of the fight. The strongest spear met the strongest shield. Time, the spear won. Taking this kick, Ankalaev switched stances. Stance switch is very important. It indicates that Pereira, in less than a minute, compromised Ankalaev's lead leg with just 2 kicks. Ankalaev, now in the orthodox stance, was certainly less technically comfortable than in his southpaw stance. At the same time, facing an orthodox fighter, Pereira could better utilize his rear leg calf kick. Minutes and 13 seconds. Pereira landed another rear calf kick, pressed Ankalaev against the cage. minutes and 03 seconds. Decisive punch came. Pereira stepped forward and landed a rear over-the-shoulder punch right on the left side of Ankalaev's jaw. There are so many details in this one punch. Ankalaev has a very strong technique of throwing a lead hook counter while leaning back or sliding back as his opponent throws a punch. Ankalaev instinctively tried to do this here. After all the pressure Pereira had applied for a whole minute, Ankalaev tried to slide back, realized he was blocked by the cage. Another option had to increase the degree of his lean-back dodge, minimize the damage of the incoming strike. His opponent was Pereira. Pereira threw a committed weight-behind hook. Ankalaev tried to exchange a gap on the outside line of his counterpunch. Pereira changed his hook to a rear over-the-shoulder punch, exploiting Ankalaev's weakness. This punch, Ankalaev's condition rapidly deteriorated. Minutes and 01 second. Ankalaev went for a takedown, seeking a chance to recover. Pereira successfully defended the takedown by sprawling and transitioned to the top position for ground and pound on the light heavyweight title, again via TKO.